my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, Coach, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in, already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First down, Buccaneers.
Ready, flag, what do that? I got you, I got you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on second down, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, blue ready. Mike's 47. Check, 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 check. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Ready, black 25. That's what I do. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Ready, ready. 45, check mark 45. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards backed up almost as far as you can be. And they also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after them. A lot of defenses will blitz and attack in this situation, hoping to cause a little bit of havoc.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. It's caught by Mike Evans. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a give right side. It's Logan, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They run with Logan. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Winston sneaking it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Switch. 80 weapon. Switch it. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Go team, spill.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for our Broncos. First down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Lock, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Lock with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, watch the slant.
Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, You might want to think about him right here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
Here we go, set. 15 line. 15 line. X3. 218. Chopper. Check 31. Lead grip.
This time they stay on the ground. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Get it.
Clock will try again on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. So we got man. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
Final play of the half here. Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
McManus's point after is good, and it is 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. And see if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll run it here with Logan. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. Here's Winston. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Now Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They'll run on first down. Logan. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. To throw is Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when we see...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
General West. 49, check 49.
After the sack on first down, Locke, he completes this to Sutton. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Now.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Block now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they'll attack him here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing. Winston. He's got Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. He finds his target. It's Evans. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Ready. Black, what is that? 51. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Winston now. Space to run past the 20. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. This is Logan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 25 yards that time.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Watch the screen. Shoot.
A lot going to throw it here. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Broncos, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles...
Yeah, I just ran the